Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to record by myself this morning. So today's Godly Play lesson is called The Falling Apart. Now, last week we talked about creation and how God made everything out of nothing. So today's story is a little bit different. When God created everything, God said, "It is good." And God put God's own image in the creatures that walk the earth. In the midst of creation, there was a beautiful garden. It was God's garden. Everything was there, but everything was so close that it was all together. God was with the rocks and the plants and the animals, and they were with God and with each other. All of the people were also together in one person who was called everyone, or in their language, Adam. Eve was there too. She was always there, for she came from Adam. She and Adam were a kind of Adam-Eve. Now, in the middle of the garden, there were two trees. God told Adam and Eve that they should not eat the fruit from these trees. One was a tree about differences, and one tree was about forever. If you ate the fruit of the tree of differences, you would know about differences. And if you ate from the forever tree, you would live forever. Now, the serpent or snake was more clever than any creature that God had created. And he suggested to Adam and Eve that they taste the fruit from the tree of differences. And they did. The difference between them and God came apart. And the difference between good and evil did too. God called for them, and they hid. They were no longer Adam and Eve, but Adam and Eve. They hid and God found them. They did not know how to be with God anymore because of all the differences. Here were some of the differences. Good and evil, close and far, God and people, high and low. There were many, many more differences. The differences did something else. Now Adam and Eve could take things apart and put things together again. They could be creators, almost like God. They couldn't make something out of nothing, but they could make something out of differences. And after all these differences, Adam and Eve could not go back to where everything was all together in the garden. They could only go forward, and they did. God sent Adam and Eve out of the garden. An angel and a sword were placed at the edge of the garden so they could not go back, but could only go forward. God went with them on their journey to be with them in this new way and to help them to be the best creators they could be, and so they could stay one with God. Adam and Eve, the tree of differences and the tree of life, good and evil, close and far, God and people, high and low, and the serpent.